Morning. Yeah, it's me again. It's that guy. Um, I just wanted to comment on the absolute ridiculousness that the rodeo clown in the White House, that we unfortunately have to call the president, Donald Trump, has again gone on Twitter and spewed more nonsense. I just want to say, Donald Trump, it is not your job to call for people to be fired. It is not your job to make declarations about how you think a private organization such as the Cowboys and or the NFL should be disciplining, treating, or otherwise handling their employees. It is beneath the office of the President of the United States to do so. It is also against federal law. No elected official, no matter his position in the federal government, whether congressman, senator, president, secretary of state, can use their office to influence what goes on in a private business, in a private organization. You have no say in that, number one. And number two, you are breaking federal law. The you don't have the justification or legal authority to say anything about what goes on in a private business. So not only is it beneath your office, not only is it illegal, but nobody wants to hear what you have to say about it anyway. You're not an NFL owner, player, water boy, janitor. You are the president of the United States. How about this? Trumpeters, how about you get on your boy and tell him to stop worrying about what happens on the football field and tell him to start worrying about what has happened in Puerto Rico and the U.S. Virgin Islands. He has plenty to say about the Cowboys and the NFL and NBA players kneeling during the anthem. But he has very little to say about the Americans who live in Puerto Rico and the U.S. Virgin Islands, who are reduced to a basically hand-to-mouth existence because they have very little supplies, no power in some cases, no water. They're struggling just to make it day to day. But we don't hear anything from your orange savior about these people, about Americans who have suffered not one but two natural disasters, which have put their lives essentially back into the Stone Age. How about Trump do his job, which is being president of the United States and our territories, which Puerto Rico and U.S. Virgin Islands are? How about he do his job and make sure that these Americans are taken care of? How about he do his job and worry about the big picture and stop worrying about how the NFL and NBA and other private organizations handle their business? Handle the country's business. Everything else will take care of itself. Do your job, Trump.